జనరల్గా మీరు మర్చిపోలేని ఇన్సిడెంట్ ఏమైనా ఉందండి మీ యొక్క ఈ బ్యాంకింగ్ బిజినెస్ అనుభవంలో?
Banking, there are actually several. We had a customer. He wanted to give a $70,000 car, Mercedes-Benz car, for his wife as a surprise. And he wanted to do it on that day, right away. So we made a $70,000 check, and we sent one of the employees to meet him at the show, at the car dealership, and gave him the check. And then he asked his wife to come over there, and he surprised her with the car. And just looking at her face, I can still see her face, how surprised and how happy she was. And we're glad we are a part of it.
జనరల్గా లోన్స్ ఎలా ప్రాసెస్ చేస్తారండి మీరు ఇక్కడ?
We are a wholesale bank. We are not a retail bank. Only 1% of our business is retail bank. So 99% we cater to the businesses rather than to the individuals. So our average loan may be about $500,000. And a lot of our loans are $1 million, $2 million, up to $5.5, $6 million.
సో $500,000లో ఇవ్వరు మీరు లోన్స్?
Usually we do not encourage smaller loans. From the beginning it has been that way. And the demand is also mostly for $500,000 or more loans. I would say most of our loans are million or million plus. And because that's what it takes to run a good, solid business in this country.
తర్వాత అమెరికన్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్కి వద్దామండి. అమెరికన్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్ మీ దృష్టిలో ఎలా ఉందండి? ఇండియన్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్ ఎలా ఉంది?
They are good and bad for both the systems. In India, at least when I was there, and how it is now, it was a rote learning. Professor said, okay, most of my questions are going to be in this way. So you write the notes and you go home at night and you read it over and over again so that it sticks in your mind, and then go back and...
బట్టి పట్టడం.
Right. And here it is not that way. They teach the concepts, and then you learn the concept, and then you are on your own to learn a lot of things. Especially in the college, there is a lot of independence. And whether you choose to use the time in the right way or in the wrong way is up to you. And if you choose the right way, then professor know you are a good student, and they will encourage you in every which way to succeed and become number one.
అంటే హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ బాగా లైఫ్ ఉంటుంది.
There is nothing will stop you if you are a hard worker here. It doesn't matter what profession you are in, what level you are in. If you work hard and if you have a continuous self-improvement, there is really nothing to stop you in this country.
అంటే మనం ఏ ఫీల్డ్ ఎంచుకున్నా హార్డ్ వర్క్.
It doesn't matter what field you are.
మీరు ఒక పక్క డాక్టర్గా, ఒక పక్క ఒక బ్యాంకర్గా ఉన్నారు, అండ్ ఒక గుడ్ ఫాదర్గా ఉన్నారు. పిల్లలిద్దరిని మంచిగా వైద్య వృత్తిలో పెట్టారు. దీని వెనకాల మేడం గారి కోఆపరేషన్ ఎంత ఉందండి మీకు?
Nothing would have been successful without her. She is a...
సుమిత్ర గారు.
అవునండి, సుమిత్ర గారు. She is such a strong person. Most of the time when I am working, she is there to encourage and help the children develop the good habits, and to help me to run all my business. She is always in the background giving advice, what is good, what is not good, and things like that. So I depend a lot on her.
ఆవిడ గారు ఎక్కడి నుంచి అండి ఇండియాలో? సుమిత్ర గారు.
She is from Kurnool అండి. So we married in 1972, and then we came over here.
మ్యారేజ్ అయిపోగానే వచ్చేసారు.
Right అండి.
ఇంకా మీరు పిల్లలకి ఇచ్చే సందేశం అండి, మెసేజ్ యాజ్ ఏ గుడ్ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్గా?
Yeah, like lot of the communities, one person comes from India to one university, and then he tells, yeah, this is good here, it works like here, then all the other students tend to come here. But if you diversify, there are lots and lots of opportunities in other universities also. And whether you get the teaching assistant help or working in different places in the university, there are always opportunities. As I said, if you work hard, nothing to stop you. And most of the Indians are very successful in this country. I'm very, very proud of them.
తర్వాత అండి మనకి ఇప్పుడు జనరల్గా గివింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు ద సొసైటీ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఇండియాలో మరి తక్కువ ఉంది. మీరు ఇక్కడ ఒక బ్యాంకర్గా అమెరికాలో ఒక 40 ఏళ్ళుగా ఉన్నారు. మీరు చేసిన సమాజ సేవ గురించి కొంచెం చెప్తారా?
Yes, ever since I came here, I've been giving a scholarship to high school students
ఇండియాలోనండి?
ikkadandi to go to a medical field. And I sponsor education for the nurses. I buy them books. I recognize the best nurse, best certified nursing assistant, best ward clerk. So every year I give them monetary prizes and recognize them every year.
On behalf of Quantum Bank?
On behalf of the Quantum Bank and on behalf of my cardiology practice. And I also donated for money to the library in my town where I live. So much so they were happy, they built the new children's library and named the library after me, after my family, Neela Garu Children's Library NSSC. So I've been, I live there and I make my living there. I'm always interested to give back. I also go to the high schools to do the career counseling. If you go to medical field, how it's going to be, what you need to do, how you can succeed. So I do help the high school kids how to succeed in their life.
ఇండియన్ యూత్కి కూడా మీరు ఇచ్చే సందేశం అండి, ఎలా ఎదగాలి అమెరికాకి వచ్చాక?
And we already know we are very interested in education. Education lifts you from ignorance, from innocence, and once you get lifted, you can lift your family, your immediate community, and the whole village, the whole town. And that way, India will benefit greatly over a period of time with what you as an individual can achieve and change.
మీరు ఇప్పటి వరకు అందుకున్న అవార్డులు వివరిస్తారండి, ఏమేమి అవార్డ్స్?
I've been had awards in the high school. I got ranked in the top 10 in the state of Georgia, in India, in Karnataka. Then when I went to the pre-professional course, again I was awarded in the top 10 as a pre-professional student. And then I awarded a gold medal as in the medical college. And then I finished my boards and all that over here. And as a banker here, we have been in the top 10 as the bank that does the most help for government-sponsored small businesses. So we have gotten several awards in the banking industry also.
మీరంటే ఇన్ని అవార్డ్స్ సాధించారు, సో ఇంత సక్సెస్ సాధించారు, ఇంత ప్రశాంతంగా కనిపిస్తున్నారు, ఇవన్నీ ఎలా సాధ్యమైందంటారు? ఒక మనిషి పరిపూర్ణంగా ఉండాలంటే ఎలా ఉండాలి?
I was lucky enough to get help from my family. My father was very instrumental in, I could see, he didn't have to say, I could see his work ethic. Working hard and coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning after going to the forest and all that. And he always encouraged the education for me. And I was lucky enough to meet a mathematics teacher, a Telugu gentleman, Gopal, and he encouraged me that you can be number one if you try hard. In the beginning I did not believe. I said, me, how can I be? He said, no, you have the capability to do that. And I took it hard. And I did not disappoint him.